Hey guys, this is my first video and we are going to be starting with the unboxing of a very new product of Apple, which is the Apple iPad mini 7. And this is an absolutely brand new product that I have just received in this particular box. As you can see, unfortunately I couldn't bring this to you on the day of launch, which was the 23rd, because of some goof up at the Blue Dart's end. However, here is the product now for your view, and as you can see that it's a customized version of the iPad mini 7 A17 Pro. It's the same chip that is inside the Apple iPhone 15 from the last year, the Pro model. Let me unbox this for you guys in the very Apple style. As you can see, the stickers go off and here comes the product out of the box. I wanted to buy the iPad mini, the previous version, just because of the handy size that you see of this particular product. And as you can see, it is customized for us with the name of the channel, which is All Day I Dream About Game and Gaming. And it has the beautiful color, the new color that's come out. I would be booting this particular system now, and we would go ahead and continue with the video while this boots up. So it's going to be a long video. Hang in there with me and we will get this over the line. In fact, in the upcoming videos, I would also be comparing this with the other iPad models. And as you can see, we have already reached the boot screen. I'll be putting the region as India and waiting for it to set up. And you might have already seen a lot of setup videos, so this channel is not going to, at least not as of now, going to have multiple cameras and panning in and out of the device. It's going to be more or less just my take on these particular devices, what you can do with respect to gaming on these particular devices, how do they compare with the other opportunities and options that you have within the market. So let's move on with the setup. I would go back to it later and put in the other personalized settings. I'm just going to quickly move up with putting in the credentials. I am not able to find let me put in the password for the Wi-Fi so that at least it connects to a network. And while it is still trying to go ahead and work on the network, let me just show you a comparison with the iPad Pro that I have. The size comparison, as you can see, it's a big difference. So it makes this new device extremely portable, and that is predominantly the main reason to buy this particular device in today's date, if you ask me. And I'll just go back with the setup here and just complete this. As you can see how easily it is sitting in my hand, and I feel that, you know, if you are into watching videos on the go, if you like reading ebooks, if you like doing things which are, you know, very much phone oriented, you can see that how easily does this fit in your palm. Now you can't do this with any of the other iPads. At least I have 3 of them right now in front of me, and I can't do this in any of the other devices. So set up for myself about Touch ID. So let's set up the Touch ID. By the way, another good feature, it depends on how you look at it. I personally like fingerprints because they seem to be more secured no matter what the Apple world might be saying. So this one supports just that, and you can continue with the setup here. Let's just wrap this up quickly and we'll continue. Setup. Just waiting for it. Apple account. So as you can imagine that just like any other Apple device, it takes a bit of time even if you're not putting in the details, the end-to-end details, to set this device up. So finally it is done with its initial setup, and as you can see we are on the home screen of the device. And let me again try to give you a little bit of a comparison of the displays. This one has a Face ID, this one has a fingerprint scanner. So the Pro is for the pros. In case you want to do any heavy lifting, then go for the Pro. However, as you can see, this has a beautiful display, very bright display, and can be done for heavy lifting tasks. This particular mini thing is more for reading a book. So if you like reading on Kindle, any e-devices, doing your things on the go, and just look at the form factor, because this channel is all about gaming, and we will continue to have more discussions on different products on gaming, how they kind of stack up. I have a lot of devices back at my home, and I would love to share how they stack up in terms of any new gamer who's coming into the gaming world and the upcoming videos. However, since this one was dedicated to the iPad mini, the new version, I also want to quickly now show you that which is the Apple Pencil that will work with it. This is the Apple Pencil 2, I think, as it is called. It is the, as you can see, it does not work at all on this one. However, if I go back to the iPad Pro, the pencil works. So definitely there is another marketing tactic here by Apple to bring in more money in, and they have now got the option only to use this particular one, which is the Apple Pencil Pro series with the new mini. So let's quickly unbox this also. And one thing that I'm already liking is that even the pencil comes in the sort of an Apple standard packaging, which has those pull tags, and this is the Pro Pencil. Lovely cover to this one. Let's quickly unbox this. I'm doing this one for the first time. Oops, that was almost a decent fall there. So this is the pencil, again customized, and it sticks right next to the device, as you can see. Let's quickly put in our touch ID, and as you can see, it quickly recognizes the pencil. It talks about the gesture controls. Now, if you have seen online, this one supports a lot of new features as compared to the previous pencil. It has things like squeeze and brings up a menu sort of a thing to easily do that, drawing stuff and whatever you want to do. So let's quickly try to see if this works, and as you can see now, this one is working perfectly fine with the device. Now, the unfortunate part here is that this Pro Pencil is not going to work on my iPad Pro, the M1 version, because that only supports the previous gen pencil. However, this one has the Pro Pencil but a display which is mediocre. So it's a balance. It really depends on what you want to do, what you're planning to do with these devices. I've just got both of these because of very different purposes. The Mini I would be keeping for my official visits. Just pop it into my pocket, take down notes when I'm going to the client meetings, jot down notes very quickly. So it's very handy dandy, and I can also go ahead and look at videos on the go, read ebooks on the go. However, I'm keeping the Pro still with me in terms of heavy lifting, heavy work that I would want to do, probably create some artwork as I sometime like doing on the Pro version. And I also have another one here to show you guys. This is the OG of my iPads, the original one with which I started off. And as you can see, this one also has a fingerprint. So as soon as I press in, it would generally go through, but since I had not logged in for a while, it does give you the passcode screen first. And if you ask me guys, if I was to kind of take this out from the cover and show you, just look at the original device and see the latest and the greatest that the iPad is out there, and you can see that this one is still thinner as compared to the latest ones. In fact, even thinner to the iPad Pros. As you can see, again, the thinness of the devices. But obviously you can't stick the Apple Pencil to this because of that same reason. So then you have to have one of these covers if you have the old one, which has the pencil kind of a holder there. So all of these particular devices have their own pros and cons to it. Depends on, again, what you want to do of these particular devices. We will continue to try and come up with more videos, do more comparisons. Obviously, with respect to performance, you can very well imagine why I've got this one, because this is the OG or the greatest thing that you can get right now with respect to gaming, because it's very handy, right? So you can get one of those controllers, you can just fit it here and it becomes like a PlayStation controller for you with a big screen. They have come up with a device called PS Portal, which I also have. In the next upcoming videos, we can also do a comparison between a PS Portal and how a gaming setup with a device like an iPad 7 would look like. Obviously, this can do much more than the PS Portal because this one is, having all those apps that you can kind of utilize and you can do ebook reading. But PS Portal is a device which is very much focused to working like an accessory to your PS5. So it would just act like an extended screen for you, and that's about it. This one is a proper device. You can download games from Apple Store, the Apple Game Store. Play those new games. If you have a subscription, I think when you buy a new device, you get 3 months of arcade subscription as well, which you can try out, and if you like, you can continue. I have a family membership, so it works just perfectly fine for me. I have all the features unlocked when you sign up for a family plan. So that's more or less it from this particular video, guys. I hope you like it and you would subscribe to this particular channel, where we will intend to come up with more and more such videos to introduce you to sort of gaming world in India. Devices which are not very popular here, we will even try to cover them, like Nintendo Switch. I have the original version, which a lot of people in India hate because we like getting free games, and Nintendo is really bad at that. I mean, you can still hack it and install games through that hack. However, I personally like to use every platform for what it is intended. So it is every device will have its own pros and cons to it. We will cover them. Please drop in a comment in case you want me to cover any particular gaming device. I have with me PS4 Pro, I have a PS5, we have an Xbox, we have a Nintendo Switch, we have the Steam Deck, we have an Asus Ally ROG, a lot of games. If you want us to kind of cover games, drop that in the note. We'll try to cover them for you. Or if you want us to kind of stick to the Apple ecosystem, we also have a lot of devices. As you can see, I'm wearing the Apple Watch, the latest Series 10, thanks to my wife. She gifted this to me. And we also have the iPhones on which this particular video is being filmed. We also have the Macs, where most likely this particular video is going to be edited. So in case you want us to cover things on the ecosystem of Apple, let us know. We can cover that. And lastly, if you want us to do a comparison between a Samsung ecosystem and probably an Android sort of an ecosystem versus an Apple one, let us know and we'll try to cover them. But as you know, this particular channel is more or less going to be focused on gaming, so we'll rather try to stick to that. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us throughout this particular video, and hope you enjoy it. Looking forward to meeting you soon, and take care of yourself, stay fit, stay healthy. Thank you.